Hello Internet! I'm doing this as an audio review because I want to get these reviews up as soon as possible, and this is just more or less the best way for me to do it right now. So, yeah, you're not seeing my face, I don't have to worry about lighting and makeup if it's audio only, and I can get these videos up pretty shortly after coming out of the screening itself. So this is me, fresh from the screening, giving you my thoughts on the film I just saw, which happens to be True Story. Now, it's really weird, at least to me, to see Jonah Hill and James Franco in a serious movie together. Then again, it's easy to forget that Hill has been nominated for 2 Academy Awards for Best Supporting Actor, and that Franco has had his fair share of dramatic performances. So going into this film, I wasn't really sure what to think. The biggest thing I noticed about this film is how well it manipulates your emotions and makes you question the motivations of the central characters. Neither of them are really all that noble, but at the same time you get caught up in the charisma of Christian Longo, much like the main character, Mike Finkel. It is very much a story that makes you question the motivations of the characters, but in a good way, like the cinematic equivalent of an unreliable narrator. When it comes to the film's technical aspects, there wasn't anything that particularly stood out aside from the ending, which straight up messes with your head. Other than that, there wasn't really any shot, music, or sound effect that was all that memorable, since the main strength of this film lies in its narrative. On the downside, there was a scene that, in my opinion, didn't really add anything to the story and felt like it was just put in so that the more subtler aspects of the narrative could be explained to a dumber audience. I don't mean to phrase it that way, but it was more or less kind of put in there so that way people watching the film that don't pick up on these things as quickly could have it explained to them. Yeah, the scene itself was kind of creepy, but it was just a scene where I was just having to question the motivation of this supporting character because of just how she went out of her way to do something. I don't really want to spoil it, so I can't go into too much detail, but most I can say is that this scene could have been improved by possibly changing the setting and maybe even changing the character she was speaking with in order to get the same information across, but possibly have it be, I don't know, a little bit stronger, maybe create the character as more of a voice of reason for the main character, but that's all I can really say without spoiling the film. Overall, this film is a very dark and moody psychological journey into the minds of 2 men who, despite their actions and protestations of this fact, may not be that different from each other. James Franco and Jonah Hill do a really good job of carrying the film with some pretty good performances. I highly recommend this film to anybody who actually enjoys the true crime drama, as well as films like, well, Hitchcock's Rope, or even films like Red Dragon or Manhunter, films that kind of focus on manipulation, specifically emotional manipulation, and charismatic characters that may not be on the level. However, I do have to take away some points because there was that scene that just didn't really work for me. It could have been better, and it was really the only detraction this film has. As such, True Story gets a 4.5 out of 5. So that's it for this episode of Romney's Reviews. Tune in tomorrow for my review of Unfriended, but until then, I'll see you all next time.